fall of America in the society. I want to start out giving all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. That will honor to our apostles and elders and GMS brothers that sincerely doing this work. And a few sisters start listening and learning, being obedient to their husbands. This the brother Matazawa Younger, A.K.A. Mataz, and I'm coming back with another quick video. And this video, man, the dude was saying that we won't pay these devils back for what they did to us. And that's not true. We are, through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. That's just what it is, It's not gonna be of our own doings. It's gonna be of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's doings. Matter of fact, because they don't understand that you reap what you sow. And I'm gonna tweak the title just a little bit because of conscious sake, because people be, you got a lot of scoffers out here. I'm gonna put God instead, and God, will pay them back for what they did to us. So that's what I'm gonna put instead of saying we, So yeah, man. So hey, look, man. Judgment is coming, and Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will lay that wrath upon them through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, and He will use us eventually. They're gonna put that judgment on them. I'm gonna let this video play, and then we're gonna go from there. I might want to put it on the car and let it. Give me 1 second, cause I gotta let it connect. And then this ain't gonna be no long video. This gonna be real quick, brief, too, cause I gotta get to work and stuff. So it's gonna be a brief video. So give me 1 second. Let me play so I can give me the noise. So. Now I'm about to let this video play.
White folks have a fear that if black fur people were ever to come into power, we would do the same exact thing that you did to us. That's what your fear is in, but that's not our nature.
No,
that is not our nature.
You should be really happy.
You should be happy
because if it was our nature, it would just be popping off all the time, and you wouldn't see it coming.
Yep.
Well, and what's interesting is that in South Africa, this is happening against Africans against other Africans.
Oh,
this isn't happening.
But here's
against
the thing:
white South Africans. This is happening against. So how is that happening? What's going on?
You got to go back and look at I hate to say it again, but the brilliance of colonialism. Right? You had Portugal, Spain, France, and England,
Holland,
and all these countries come in and be like, "Ooh, you see what's around here?
Come in.
So come in, ravage,
take everything,
conscript these people. We're going to divide, right, and create borders that did not exist before.
1884, yeah,
under our flags." And we are going to sort of recalibrate what identity looks like in the richest continent on the earth and pit these people against, we're going to oppress them 80 ways to Sunday, and then we will leave them against each other. And so it really should not come as any surprise.
Right.
That there is now this mine that you see happening between countries. If you look up the last few years of my father's life, all he was talking about was about Africans begging the continent to
come together
to 54.
Yeah, 54. Yeah.
If we 54,
it's a wrap.
What? It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's a wrap, baby.
And there's been a lot of that conversations earlier about, the United States of Africa. But you see that even throughout the diaspora, like there's just so much of a disconnection, and there's a lot of.
Salaka, let me put this on. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. That just blew me. Salaka, man. I'm trying to put this on Do Not Disturb, and I don't know what the hell just happened. All right. Hold on. I gotta put it back. I gotta shut it back up. Hold on. 1 second. Salakia. All right. There we go. And I put it.
Conversations earlier, the United States of Africa. But you see that even throughout the diaspora, like there's just so much of a disconnection, and there's a lot of name calling and separation.
It's so corny, dog.
It's corny, but there's this for the capitalists who sit in the high towers. They're just like,
and you know what's so crazy? And this is what really pisses me off. Of all the great conversations we get, some of the ones that go the most viral or get the most legs are the ones that talk about division. I really honestly feel like whoever, I imagine what the person looks like. I'm going to call him Mr. Algorithm, because
John Algo.
John Algo.
Well, here comes Algie.
Here comes John Algo.
John Algo.
All the conversations we have about what's together, and a lot of people start picking together even like, what the identity of even this podcast is, right? Or like trying to bring all of us together and talking about the history and going through and talking about the past and what's happening in the present and what the future is going to look like. It's the divisional points that typically gets the most run. And it's the craziest, the wildest thing to me.
It is strange. And I feel lucky. Like I grew up with a dad who like thought that like Nigeria was the and Zimbabwe was one of the things that my dad chose to do during exile was like, if I can't put my feet in the South African soil, I got to be on the continent. So he went and lived in Liberia. He went and lived in Botswana. He went and lived in Zimbabwe. He went and spent time in Nigeria.
New drop, it's in 154 collect.
All right, but yeah, man. So they having this conversation, and they don't understand that the Lord is about to put that judgment on them, man. They having this conversation, they talking about these things, but Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to destroy these nations for what they did to us, man, through the Lord. So I'm gonna kick it off with this because he said that that's not gonna we are kind people. We ain't gonna do nothing. The Lord is gonna put it on our spirit to do something. This is First Thessalonians 1:6. Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High Power God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So this is gonna be all of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is doing to get our payback through him, not through us. It's going to be through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, because we're not going to take actions in our own hands, man. It's not going to happen like that. We're not going to be the ones to put this hell on you. It's going to be through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua that's going to put this hell on you. It says, and to you who are troubled, rest with us when the Lord Yahweh should be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels. So, hey man, it's gonna be beautiful. And flaming fire taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High Power God and that obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach. So yeah, man, vengeance is coming, man, because they did to us what they shouldn't have did to us. They touched the apples of the Lord's eye. Let me get that. You touched the apple of my eye, KJV. So they touch the apples of the Lord's eye, man. So they have to pay for that, man. You don't get away, thinking, oh, I can do this and that to these people, and nothing is supposed to happen to me. I'm just supposed to be cool. No, it don't work like that, man. This is Zechariah 2 and 8. It says, "For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, after the glory have he sent me into the nations which spoiled you, for he that touches you touches the apples of his eye." And that's what happened. Y'all touched the apples of the Lord's eye. So y'all have to pay for them things, man. You so-called white people, you Edomites, because y'all the Edomites of the Bible. You're not white. Ain't no such thing as white. So you have to pay for touching the apples of the Lord's eye, man. You know, you can't just pay for doing all of this atrocity to this people and think y'all just supposed to get no judgment. Nothing is supposed to happen to you. Y'all supposed to go scot-free. Y'all get a free ticket to the kingdom of heaven. No. So, like he was saying, we passionate. He's right. We are passionate people. Right now, a lot of Jays ain't even in their spirit to want to do that. They don't have the spirit of the Lord on them to want to do that. Because the Lord said he's going to put his vengeance and his fury on us to want to do that. Which I'm about to get. Because it's not going to be of us. It's got to be, this all of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know, this is Ezekiel 25:14. "And I will lay my vengeance," matter of fact, let me start at 12. "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, because that Edom hath dwelt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended and revenged himself upon them." So what did they do? They did a whole lot of offenses. They dealt wicked with us, man. They dealt real vicious with us. They did put a lot of hell on us, man, through the power they got, through the power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Because the scripture says the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. See, they couldn't do this on their own. They did it when the Lord gave them the power to do it. And what did they do? They forwarded their affliction. They was putting more hell on us. You know, they didn't give a damn what was going on with us when they was doing this to us. They still hanging our people on trees to this day. This ain't nothing changed. They still shoot you down in the streets. They still murder your people. This is what these so-called white people still do. It's nothing new under the sun, and it's still going on to this day. You know, so it says, "Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beasts from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan." How the hell I'm gonna turn right there? Tweaking. It's just gonna block the whole road. That's crazy. And they of Dedan fall by the sword, you know, and they're going to get put to death by the sword. "And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they should do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they should know my vengeance, saith the Lord Yahweh." Because this is all going to be a Yahweh Bashim Yahushua's doings, not our own doings. We can't do nothing. We can't start nothing to come against this devil, man. So God will pay them back, man. You know, not us. God will pay them back for what they did to us. You know, simple as that. It's just what it is, man. And you can't run from it. You could try to run from it all you want. You know, you could try to hide from it all you want. But at the end of the day, the Most High is going to put that judgment on you devils, man. Because y'all did a whole lot of offenses to us, and y'all didn't show no mercy to us at all. Y'all never showed mercy, man. Y'all always found a way to put more rigor on us, more hell on us, man. And y'all did it cheerfully, man. And y'all had the other nations help you do this, you know. But y'all always want to try to act like nothing happened. Like it says right here in Zechariah 11:5, it says, who possesses slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell these say, blessed be the Lord Yahweh, for I am rich, and their own shepherd pity them not. So y'all got this in y'all mind that y'all never did nothing, man. Y'all hold yourself not guilty for these things, man, that y'all did. You know, oh, we didn't do nothing wrong. We was helping y'all. We was trying to say they was helping us when we had everything. Try to make it seem like they had to teach us on how to live. When we the ones who taught them how to live. We taught them how to clean themselves. We taught them how to build things. We taught them how to survive. Even when they came over here to the Americas, you know, we taught them everything they know to really survive and protect themselves, man. You know, we the ones who gave them that understanding through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It wasn't of us. It wasn't of them, man, to try to act like they was helping us. No, we was helping them. We always, because we just are compassionate people. Our people are so compassionate, man, so gentle and, cool with other people, because we always got a problem with our own people. I don't know what to deal with that, but that's a curse that was put upon us a long time ago, because we was going off then, and the Lord, judged us for it, man. He divided us up into two nations, man. The southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. That's why we, to this day, man, we've been segregated because Rehoboam and Jeroboam, man, during the time of that, man. You got to go read back into the book of Kings, man. First Kings and Second Kings, man. Jake was going the hell off, man. And that's the problem with Jake, man. Jake just don't know how to get along. But they know how to get along with other nations. We don't put hell on other nations. We never do this to anybody else, man. It's always seemed like we do this to our own people. That's crazy, but it is what it is. But every time these other nations, get up with us, we always did what? Look out for them. We always made sure they was straight. We always made sure they was good. We didn't put no hell on them, and we always gave them open and welcome arms every time they came around us, man. We always did that, man. This is because we very compassionate. We compassionate people, man. But they will get paid back through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So this is Isaiah 14:1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers should be joined with them, and they should cleave to the house of Jacob. And that's talking about the Israelite foreigners coming back to this fold, because they coming back to this fold. But the second verse is talking about us taking these nations through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and putting them in slavery. And the people should take them and bring them to their place. And the house of Israel should possess them in the land of the Lord Yahweh for servants and handmaids, and they should take them captors who captors they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor. So we're going to rule over our oppressor, man. The people that oppressed us and did all this hell to us, put all of this rigor on us, they're going to get judged for that, man. Through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It's not of us, I want to get that, the NIV of that Isaiah 14:21. Isaiah 14:21 NIV, KJV. What is saying? I think it's, matter of fact, I think it's the Amplified. Isaiah 14:21, kill his children. Okay. Which one is that one? Okay, I think it's the NLT. So this Isaiah 14 and 21 in the NLT. It says, kill this man's children, let them die because of their fathers' sins. They must not rise and consume. They must not rise and control the earth, filling the world with their cities. So yes, man, it says kill their children for what they did to us through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, not of us. This is what the Lord Yahweh of heaven army say. I myself have risen against Babylon. I will destroy it. I will destroy it, children's and its children's children, saith the Lord Yahweh. So this is all of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. This ain't of us. So this devil think, oh man, we gonna do, no, we ain't doing nothing, man. We're not gonna do nothing to them, man. You know, this ain't, we don't have no power in our hand to do anything to this man unless the Lord say so. Simple as that, man. And that's the only way we gonna be able to get our revenge is through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, man. It's not gonna be of us. It's not gonna be of nothing else. This is gonna be of the Most High, and the Most High gonna give the green light on it. You know, because we can't do nothing unless Yahweh Bashem Yahushua say so, man. And that's just what it is, man. You know, and we gonna look forward to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua putting that hell on these other nations for what they did to us, man. That's just prophecy. Prophecies must come to pass, man. You know, you can't. You think you're gonna do all of this hell on us, and you just go scot free? No, the Lord ain't allowing that, man. The Lord is not going to allow that, man. You know, y'all got to get that Revelations 2 and 26. Let me get that. And he that overcome and keeping my works into the end, to him will I give power over the nations. And that's all of these heathen nations. But who gonna be the top one we ruling over? These so-called white people, the Edomites, man. They got to get ruled over the hardest, man. Even though the other nation gonna get that double as well with them. But we gonna put hell on Esau. We definitely putting hell on Esau because he is the one that put hell on us. He is the one that caused all of this wickedness and this atrocity in this world, man. All because of him, man, because he was a selfish bastard, man. And he don't care nothing. He's the wicked. The basis of men, you know. Base, like the Elder Malcolm, he just learned more about that word. Base going to the wicked. They are the wicked, you know. And it says, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessel of a powder should they be broken to shiver, even as I receive of my Father. So that judgment has to come back. You reap what you sow. You sowed wickedness on this planet. You know, you sowed evil on this planet. You shedded the blood. You shedded the Israelite blood. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. So-called blacks, which we are. When we say so-called Negro, we talking about the so-called blacks. Y'all slaughtered us. The so-called Latinos, y'all slaughtered them. The so-called Native Americans, y'all slaughtered them. They are the children of Israel. You touched the apples of the Lord's eye. Now you got to pay. Simple as that. You shouldn't have never touched these children. You shouldn't have never put your hands on them, man. So now you got to get dealt with through the power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. You know, and that's what you don't want to hear. See, you want to try to twist our words up and say, we going to get together, start some military group and all of this, and we going to do this in our own. That's what you want us to say. But no, man, this is all of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. We're not doing nothing in our own hands. This is all of the Lord because you did what you did. You know, you cannot run from your judgment. So you could try to hide and escape from your judgment all you want. But your judgment is right before your eyes. That's why you want to cover up slavery. That's why you want to get it out of the schools. This is why you want to cover up all the things you did to our people. This is why you try to make videos and try to say, oh, man, we apologize for what we did. You know, y'all ain't sorry. Y'all only saying y'all sorry because the elites is not helping y'all out. See, the elites of Edomites, they're not helping the lower class Edomites. So these low level Edomites want to come out with these apology videos like they not gonna get judged. No, the whole nation of Edom got to get judged because that's what the Lord do. He judge nations. He don't just judge one particular group of people. He don't just judge you as an individual person. No, he judged the whole nation. And let me get this scripture I was gonna get. I'm gonna be closing this soon. Oh yeah, Numbers, cause you shedded our blood. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye should not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shedded it. So y'all shedded our blood, man. You know, y'all did all of this graping to our women. Y'all graped the men. Y'all didn't just grape the women. Y'all graped the men. It was called buck breaking. You know, just going to buck breaking. Look up buck breaking, man. Y'all was bucking us up, and y'all broke us in front of our families, man. Y'all would take the strongest man and literally grape him in front of his children and his wife, man. Y'all would do that to demasculate that man. Demasculate, no matter, same word. You know, demasculate became a word. So yeah, man, y'all literally did that, man. Y'all demasculated that man in front of his children, man. And in front of his wife, you know. Literally did the most horriblest thing you can do. Y'all grape our children. Y'all fed our children to alligators to get alligator shoes. That's how y'all got y'all alligator shoes today. Y'all used to cut our women's stomach open and stomp the baby head. Y'all used to throw up the Latinos, which is our people as well, up in the air and catch them on your sword. You know, that's what y'all used to do, you know. And you know what y'all called that? You know what y'all called that? What y'all did? That's where you get catch the ball in the cup. When you got that ball with the string on it and you catch it in the cup, you catch it in the cup. That's where that game came from when they was throwing the babies up in the air and catching them on the sword. Soccer, y'all was kicking the so-called Mexicans, the Israelites' heads off. Y'all would chop their head off with a sword and kick their head around, and that's where y'all got football from. Because that's what football originally was when you kick the ball, which what they call soccer today. You know, that's why they so into soccer to this day, our people, man. You know, because y'all used to chop their head off and kick their head around and kick it into a basket. You know, this is what a lot of these games that y'all got is always built off murder. Watch that movie Ready or Not. Watch Ready or Not 1 and watch Ready or Not 2. I still yet need to watch Ready or Not 2. But watch Ready or Not 1. Look, they put it in the movies. On Ready or Not, Here I Come. That was always built off murder. It wasn't a game where you just playing like hide and go seek or Ready or Not, Here I Come and all of that. No, they was literally putting people to death. These are the games that they played with us that hunt our people down, man. You know? So you can't get away with none of that, man. You can't. You think you gonna get away with that when you was hunting our people down, slaughtering our people, doing all of this hell to our people, man? No, you're not getting away with it. This is Exodus 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he should surely be put to death. And this is what y'all did, man. Y'all used to steal our people, right? Did not y'all put us in slavery? And we not still in slavery to this day? Do not we have a birth certificate and a social security card? Yes, we are slaves to this day. We're not free, because if we was free, we should be able to go wherever we want with no stipulations with it, you know? The only thing we should use the police for is to keep peace. That's it. Not putting hell on our people all the time everywhere we go. No, man. You got to pay for these things, man. You can't escape this judgment that got to come to you. So, yeah, I'm going to read it again. Exodus 21:16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he should surely be put to death. Simple as that. And y'all stole us, y'all raped us, y'all robbed us. You know, this is what y'all did to our people, man. And you can't get away with that. We're still in your hands to this day. To this day. To this day. Inside joke. But yeah, man, y'all, look, man, y'all did this, man. So, it's not like we just want to just put hell on y'all, like, oh, we got to just put hell on the so-called white man. We need to put them in hell. We need to judge them. Well, what? No, we ain't. No, that's not what we that's not even our type. We don't do that. That's not what we do, man. We don't do stuff like that. We don't do what you do, man. You know, you did that hell to us, man. We don't do that. We're not even that type of people, man. We don't just be going around putting our hands on Edomites, man, and thinking we on some big dog stuff. That's not us, man. We don't even roll like that. It's not even in our mind to just do that. We just about to go around and just start putting it. No, that's not us. Y'all do that to us, man. Y'all go around and y'all be putting our people to death. You know, you do whatever the hell you want. You don't have no regard of what you do. You know, y'all just rain hell on us. No, man, we just gonna judge these people. You know, even though we know they ain't do nothing wrong, we just gonna put hell on them. That's what y'all do, man. Y'all always look. Every time we built our own society, look at Black Wall Street. Look, we gonna keep bringing this stuff up, man. We had our own busing system. It says that we had over 300 and some buses or more. We had everything, our own bankings and everything. We didn't just have no one or two buses. A lot of y'all people used to have to ride our buses. See, y'all don't talk about that, though. Y'all don't talk about them things, how a lot of y'all people had to ride on our buses. Y'all had to come to our banks and do certain things, man. Because we was doing better than y'all. Every time we do better than y'all, what the hell y'all do? Y'all come and destroy it. Y'all come like, oh no, look, they doing too good. I don't like that. But that's Nahum 3:1. It says, woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. So this is what y'all did, man. Y'all have not departed. Y'all still putting hell on us to this day. You know, y'all don't have no mercy to us. James 2. This is everything y'all do is always built on wickedness, man. Because y'all some haters. Y'all really hate, man. Y'all hate every time we do something better than y'all. Y'all hate on us, man. You know? That's why y'all the devil. You know, and you got to pay for your doings, man. Just hating on us like thinking you just going to keep getting away with this type of stuff that you doing to our people. And it's just y'all just supposed to go scot-free. No, man, it don't work like that, man. That's a good one. The brother how was shot now with now Jeremiah Shalom. This Jeremiah 51:25. I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord Yahweh, which destroyeth all the earth, and I will stretch out my hand upon thee and roll thee down from the rocks. So yeah, man, y'all not gonna get away with this, man. You know, you have to pay. Matter of fact, I gotta read 24 as well. And I will render into Babylon and to all the inhabitants of the Chaldees all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh. Y'all did this to us, man. So you gotta pay. You know, you gotta pay, man. You gotta pay for what you did, man. You know, you're not just gonna get away with this type of mass murdering y'all did. Y'all did a lot of mass murdering. And you think that it's all peaches and cream. Now that y'all think y'all gonna try to get your NWO set up, and y'all NWO, what y'all trying to push, which is the MOTB with the mark of the beast, the microchip. Y'all want to microchip everybody. You think that that's cool, man. We'll be all good long as y'all take. No, you just want to put us in total slavery. That's all you want to do. You want to have us in more slavery, more hell. That's all you want to do is create more hell to us, man. No, man. We're not gonna go for your bull crap, man. We know what type of MO you on. We know what type of time you on, man. And you think that you could just do all of this and everything is all good? No, man, it's not good. Everything ain't always all good, man. You know, you gotta get judged for what you did. Simple as that, man. You know? And Yahweh Shem Yahushua will put that hell on y'all. Y'all will get that judgment. You will get what you deserve, because y'all deserve it. See, that's one thing y'all gotta understand. Y'all deserve everything you did to us. Through the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know, it's only right. It's only right. You know, the Lord ain't gonna just allow you to just keep going, doing this type of stuff, and then you just be all good and peaches and cream. But no, Revelations 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. So yes, y'all got to get paid back for that, man. You killed with the sword, man. Y'all put mass murders on us, man. You know, y'all was a murderer. Y'all not, because killing is righteous act. Y'all some murderers, man. That's exactly what y'all did. Y'all murdered our people, man. And that's all you've been doing since the beginning of time, is just been murderers. Y'all always looking a way to murder us because you hate us. Y'all hate us that much. Y'all don't like us to have anything. You know, y'all can't stand us. You know, every time we amount to something, y'all know we always do better than y'all. So y'all hate. You know, y'all used to cut off the man's rod. Y'all cut off our rods, man. You know, and used to feed it to us, or y'all would eat it. Y'all used to eat us. Y'all turned some of our people into purses and stuff. You know, you actually used to cut the man's ball sacks off, like I said in the one video, and use them as coin purses, man. To keep y'all change in there, y'all coins and shit, man. You know, this is what y'all did, man. Y'all did the utmost when y'all got the chance to put hands on us. When the Lord gave y'all the power to be unleashed, y'all did the most. Y'all didn't even have to do all of that stuff. Y'all ain't have to do half of the stuff y'all did. You know, y'all just wanted to be overboard with it. You know, no, man. You gotta pay. I'm about to be closing. I'm gonna hit this Obadiah real quick, and then I'm gonna close this, man. This is Obadiah, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. In the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the stranger carried away captive his force, and fugitive entered into his gate, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou wouldest as one of them, because y'all did this. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother. And y'all did this in 70 AD. Y'all was slaughtering us, doing all type of stuff. In the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. And y'all did that, man. Y'all was speaking proudly. You know, y'all was doing all type of stuff to us, man. You know, and didn't have no regards, man. Y'all didn't care. Y'all just did it and said, the hell with these people, man. So yeah, man, y'all gonna have to pay, and that's just what it is, man. You know, I would go a little bit longer, but I'm about to close this. So with that, I want to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders and GMS and brothers that sincerely doing this work. And the few sisters that are listening and learning and being obedient to their husband. Amen. Keep pushing and doing the work. We almost out of here. You devils are going to pay, and you're not getting away with it. Shalom, Barakathum, and a Baba Ball.